Hey kids, Inverted Cow here, and welcome back to Empyrion, not the Ironman. That's right, I'm not the Ironman. I died twice last episode, as you remember, to rocket drones and snagging on the side of the CV that I was hiding behind. But what I have done since then is I have, as you can see, cleaned out some of the dirt on the floor of the Titan. I actually took the one that we did last, the back part, which is what this one is, mainly because the core was right here. It's the easiest one to get to and find. I did go to the other two between and do a little bit of mining, but the other reason I did this was because there's a swamp literally just out my back door. Like, this coastline here is all swamp, which provides some of the stuff that I require as well. So I figured let's get into the next thing, and that's building a bit of a base. Let's turn jetpack on. There we go. What I have done is I actually before I completely cleaned out all the dirt, I placed the tent, the oxygen generator, and the two survival constructors. And I've had one making up solar panel smalls. The other one was making up biofuel. It should hopefully still be making biofuel, but you know how these are. Come on, there we go. Keep making biofuel. There you go. This one made all 15 of those, so it's done what I had it doing. I might do is throw some stone in here and get it working on some concrete. I don't think I have a lot of stone left. We'll take that in and we'll throw this stuff in here. Whoops, let's take that powdered out. Yeah, we'll get this one working on concrete. I do have to go cut some trees down, but for now, I know we don't have enough for that, but I'll get it going. I found these 3 boosts in all of the stuff and 2 multi-tool charges. I made a tier 1 multi-tool so that I can take stuff apart, mainly because I don't like using this one. And I did cruise around the map a little bit trying to find promethium pellets to actually make more, because I need 10 promethium pellets per charge, or per pack of charges. I've also ordered a sniper's rifle, or made sniper's rifle and whatnot. So large constructor, core, food processor, got some concrete blocks. Grab that anyway. Grab that biofuel, because goodness knows I'm probably going to need it. And yeah, I think that should be it for now. Now, I am thinking what I might do is cut this all off, this whole top section. I might keep it on and convert this into like a greenhouse. You know, remove some of these metal parts and put some glass in and make it into a greenhouse, just to add a layer to it. Or I might just cut the whole thing off completely. I'm also thinking that what I might do is take out the back half of the ship, basically everything beyond this point here, like where we got these cargo boxes, just cut this whole section of the ship off. That's both thrusters. Both thruster sides are on opposite sides of this wing and this center gantry. If I remember correctly, this is only 1 or 2 blocks deep, and then it's just sitting on the ground, so there's not really anything of value here. There is a generator. I think there's a generator on this base someplace, but yeah. There is some thrusters and whatnot that I will take out. And of course, you know, they still haven't fixed the drone at all, so any building I do, I'm going to have to climb or whatever up to it. There was a thruster here, and I accidentally took it apart. I didn't want to, but I did. So we're going to start by putting the core right there, and then we will, I guess I don't need to worry about that because, yeah. Now I can check on devices, and we have 8 cargo boxes still listed, some lights, yeah, some RCS units, a handful of thrusters. There's no fuel tank or generator. Okay. So what we'll do then is I want to put down this capacitor. Why can't I put it? Oh, there's there we go. Hardened steel blocks in the way. Set that down like that. It doesn't really matter how it sits. And I'm going to try to get up on top here. The jetpack on. Small solars. Slope. What's the difference? Oh, that one has no. Okay. Now we are at the North Pole, if I remember correctly. So we want to, I guess it doesn't really matter too much, but we should be aiming southward, right? I'm facing that way, I'm facing north, yes. Here, get some building done. So I'm probably going to do is, because I have to focus when I build, I'm terrible that way. I'm going to get some blocks and place some blocks here and see if I can get the rest of this going. I got some concrete, okay. And again, placing without the drone is very, very annoying. Very annoying for me. Okay, I'm going to need a little bit more concrete. Oh, this base is trying to do something with the lights can go off, signals can go off, oxygens can go off. I don't know what it's trying to power. There's nothing else here. Devices. Lights are off. RCSs can be off. Trying to turn on thrusters is what it's trying to do. Because I haven't gone around and pulled them out. There we go. That might help keep some power on the base. We'll put down the rest of these. Okay, I need a little bit more concrete for the rest of that. We'll go grab those. it's flickering on and off. That's funny. Don't have any in there. Take that. Okay. Don't remember carving that hole, but wouldn't mean I didn't. Up we go. Now, of course, the big problem, I'm expecting that they're going to start launching drones at me right away, or as soon as they can, because that's the way the game usually is. Wow. Okay, I didn't think I could reach that far with the block, but I guess I can. That should help with that. this I'm going to take apart with the rechargeable one. Which means it's going to take me about 3 times as long as it should. So I'm going to pause here. I'm going to come back after I've got a little bit more of this base built and a lot more stuff disassembled, and hopefully we'll get some weapons up before the first sets of drones come in. So don't go away, kids. Be right back. Okay, kids, welcome back to the base of the 1,000 flickering lights. Have made a few unpleasant discoveries. I've done a little bit more work in here. I've cleared out this little cubby. This is where the hallway was with the 3 cargo boxes on either side. I cleared out this cubby a little bit, and I put in a constructor, and I just basically carried the structural integrity right to the ground on that side. This side here, I just removed a couple blocks, and I threw the ammo box back in there. I know there is another ammo box out in the front entranceway here. I have also done is carved a path to give me access to the top layer here, and I put a couple of gun turrets on. It's cloudy, so that means I've got very little or no light or power at all, so the power on the base is flickering on and off. I absolutely need to go and get some copper. I've put in some concrete columns in here on either side, basically just to give me some extra structural integrity. So if I bring up the structure integrity now, whoops, that's the button, there we go. You'll see that I now have good solid color green going pretty much all the way up for everything, with the exception of where this this center column is. Once I get a couple more things built, I'm going to put in some armored doors here so that this is supported with armored doors, if nothing else. And finally, the upstairs, I haven't done anything fancy up here, just put in a food processor. Just turn off structural integrity so we don't need to show this here. And turn on my light. This room is completely emptied out, and I've basically thrown a food processor in here. But as you can see, the lights are flickering. So now my thought was, and I could have been correct on this, but these were supposed to be solar panel slope small. These are supposed to be the small ones. And so you're allowed 15. So I made 15 of those, and then I started trying to make up a batch of the large ones. If you go to put them in this storage container over here, and you'll have to excuse the frame rates from the flickering here. Cargo box here. I made up the large blocks. These were supposed to be large blocks. Anyhow, it says you cannot place these. See if I can get out in the open here. I'll set it in a position so you would actually be able to see it. And you get the cannot place solar panel as 15 is allowed, and you have 15. So yeah, if you try to make the solar panels large and the solar panels small, you cannot put solar panels small on a base with solar panels large. So it's one or the other. I'm not sure, maybe they were thinking of making so that the smalls were eventually allowed on CVs or on MSVs or something. Yeah, solar panel small. I'm assuming these are eventually going to be just made either either for CVs or for something else, and they're not going to be usable on a base in charge of the solar panels, because these things are gutless. Well, I mean, they're not gutless. They are producing a substantial amount of power, but this, I am trying to power what used to be a capital vessel with it. So I need to go mining some resources, mining some ore. I have to go find some copper, which isn't really something I really wanted to do, but don't really have much choice in the matter. So I'm just trying to wait for some ammunition to finish in the constructor here. There we go. And I'm just going to throw that in the box. Might not be enough to keep me going for any length of time, but it is what it shall be. And I'll go out and I'll pick up some copper and grab some other ores and other resources, and then when I come back, that's just flickering, should be able to build a small generator and a couple of small fuel tanks. So once again, don't go away, kids. I'll be back after I've gotten some resources. Okay, we are finally starting to look like we actually have a bit of a base going here. We have put in the generator. I got back from going and exploring a little bit. I put in a generator, fuel tank. I've got another one cooking right now. And I put in a door for my entrance where I bring the hover vessel through. Got this nice little 2x2 sliding door going here. Now, I'm not too worried about putting in air and climate controls, because I still have to cover in all these holes where the truss blocks are and whatnot, but that's not a big deal. So the next thing I'm going to start working towards is I'm actually going to start building a small attack craft. Of course, still can't launch the drone, so that's going to be an annoyance, but I'm going to make a small fighter type craft. I'll probably build it up on the upper deck here, and yeah, we'll see where that gets us. Go take out this last mission, whatever it was, way over on the far side of the world here. I don't know where it is. There it is. Go take out the alien radar base or whatever it is. I have yet to find any promethium deposits, and I've only found a couple of the other deposits. So there's, I mean, obviously a large chunk of the planet not even begun to be explored. And I completely stripped out that copper deposit there, and this one's almost completely gone. But I went and I've explored thoroughly around this map. Basically, I came from this deposit, went straight up to here, and then straight over. Still no sign of any deposits or anything else of interest. So I'm really hoping to find some actual POIs in the game besides the Robertson Protocol ones, because that was something that they said that they had actually implemented. I'm getting a little concerned because, you know, apart from the unknown structure, I haven't seen anything that isn't directly related to Robertson Protocol. You know, the small wreckage cluster, this is all part of starting biome. Wherever starting biome spawns, these things spawn. These ore deposits are part of starting biome. They all spawn there. So, yeah, I'm really hoping to do a little bit more exploring. So next episode, I'm probably going to not bother doing the build of a small vessel, and I'm not sure if I'm going to actually spawn one from Blueprint Factory either. I mean, it'd be very easy for me to pop one in, you know, Blue Dawn, except for the actually, I think it just needs some neodymium that I don't have, and cobalt that I don't have, and sathium, which is from the sathium I can get from hardened steel, so I can just tear apart the thing. So it's the cobalt and neodymium I don't have to build this, and I also need level 10, so I might be easier just to make one from scratch. What else we got in here? Level 20 for that. Yeah, I'm not even going to look at those. Level 17. Heck, I even need level 12 just to build the bus. Huh. Yeah, probably going to be easier just to build one from scratch. And there's no way I'm going to spawn anything from any of my existing blueprints. So there we have it, kids. That's Titan. That is me building a base on the Titan. And unfortunately, I haven't been attacked by drones yet. On multiplayer, I was attacked by drones the second I put a just one of these capacitors down. Not even a generator, just throw a capacitor down and I'm attacked by drones. Previous single player games, I've had the same thing. I put the capacitor and I'm attacked by drones. So not sure what's going on with that, but we'll see. We'll keep our eyes open. So thanks all for watching, and good night for now.